As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's David BENAVIDEZ. He's 6'2" with a reach of 74.5 inches. Up against him, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Two fighters, one that's rangy, sharp, has the reach, has the height, can use that speed to negate their opponent right in front of them, set them with a right-hand shot. The shorter fighter needs to get up close and personal, work the body, work their pace. Doing it that way, they can make the fight work for them.
It's the Mexican monster, David BENAVIDEZ, a two-weight world champion at both super middleweight and light heavyweight. Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting two-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, David BENAVIDEZ. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul CANELO Alvarez.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge.
Venues like this, it can make or break fighters, where you can hear everybody, you can hear opponents, fans, everybody jeering, booing, or even cheering.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go for round one. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They're both trying for a knockout. The courage on display here is incredible. Fighters love being in this venue as the audience is right on top of you, and they will be bringing the heat tonight. They are ready to watch this showdown.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
These punches coming from every angle. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A big whiff with the right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David BENAVIDEZ that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Breathe, just get about that round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go.
And there's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
How about that time counter shot? Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8.
Got to take that confidence away.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Perfect counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Beautiful counter punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. After what we saw in that last round. Back at it in round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Trying to land that jab. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Despite what the judges score. Whoa, wait a minute! The Mexican monster's in trouble. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted.
Oh my God, Johnny! David Benavidez might be ready to go. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Miller going deep into the gas tank on this round. The Mexican and David Benavidez is on the canvas. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
That's...
1, 2, 3.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You had everything in the bag.
On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Both men step back for just a moment. Well done with that counter shot. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. A lot of effort being exerted here. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain, man.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Nice round, good.
And there's the bell for round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Beautiful counter punch. A perfect counter shot. Just misses with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
One punch can change anything when these two step in the ring. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. Talk about a one-sided. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
If you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The jab not finding its target. Defense is not an option for these two. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing he expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming.